This is gonna be harder than I thought, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I honestly haven't thought anything about this because I wanted it to be off the cuff and I wanted it to be more, and I should have put more thought into it.
And I want you guys to look at this moment that we're having. Look at how overwhelmed this experienced van guy is looking at this. And this is why we're working on making this process even simpler for our clients. It's like, this is the tried and true color schemes, but for Jared, sorry man, you gotta figure it out.
If you guys hear some people talking in the background there, it's still a business day at the end of the day. So we got now Alan and Evan over there working.
We gotta start with cabinets. Cabinets determine everything.
Do your clients usually have a general idea, like even before they walk in the door, or do you try to steer them in a direction?
I've actually, over the time of building vans, we have, you know, almost 30 Sandy vans on the road right now. The designs that people really like, that are really attracted to, customers saw that van and then they want that exact color scheme. So I have a color package like put together normally for the customer, and then they can kind of tweak it from there if they want. And then we give you a van in 2 weeks instead of 6 months because of that.
Yeah, okay.
Because it keeps things nice and tight for our supply chain. There are some pretty hot ones here. I don't know if that camera can see this.
Here, we'll even do one of these. We'll just kind of hold it up, and then you and I are going to look over it, and we're going to kind of just watch them together. But what were you thinking? So these are all the laminates. These are the overlays of what goes on your plywood?
Yes. Heavy packed ply. Not going to say what kind. And
so Baltic birch?
Nope, not Baltic birch.
Okay.
It's lighter. It's a trade,
it is?
Trade secret, yeah. We're able to give you like a lighter but also very durable cabinet. I'm thinking dark. Like I've looked at your previous designs. Okay. You do like kind of like hard textures, like as far as color. Like I
do.
Like dramatic tones, like not like blacks and like heavy.
I do. I usually like. But I love like a good wood. It really depends on, and like this is gonna be harder than I thought. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
That's what she said.
I honestly haven't thought anything about this because I wanted it to be off the cuff and I wanted it to be more, and I should have put more thought into it.
And I want you guys to look at this moment that we're having. Look at how overwhelmed this experienced van guy is looking at this. And this is why we're working on making this process even simpler for our clients. It's like, this is the tried and true color schemes, but for Jared, sorry man, you gotta figure it out.
I'm actually leaning more towards like a solid tone.
So I just got a set of these in.
Okay.
This pearlescent gray.
All right, we're gonna hold that up to the camera so you guys can see.
Pretty gloss, sparkly gray.
Okay.
And it gets very close to the tannerite gray on the van that you chose.
Interesting, so we can match the inside of the outside.
So that's one thing I don't see done a lot in the van world, is matching the exterior with the interior.
You want to explain what the Scout looks like?
Yes, basically designed for people that scout. You know, they go around to national parks. It's catered to the full-timer, or, you know, couples that want to go out for a couple days or
couple months.
It has a normal front as far as the Sandy van goes, sink in the slider, kitchen across the way, but then there's a dinette, just like the social layout, but then that dinette is cut in half, and then there's a bed, and the bed actually goes north-south. So the bed slides all the way out to 75 inches.
Beautiful.
So it goes from 39 to 75. So when it's in 39, you just double stack the mattress, and then when you want to pull it out. So then during the day, when you're traveling and stuff, you have a full area to eat and stuff. That area also turns into a day bed as well. So if you're traveling with dogs and stuff, they have a full-size bed, or humans. Dogs are small humans.
And the reason I chose that floor plan was it's very catered to your digital nomad that wants to do YouTube videos on the road, or maybe they have a job on the road, and the conversion bed process of it isn't as maybe difficult, or it's not as time consuming as a social layout would be. I think the social layout has its very purpose for what it needs to be done, and also has a ton of storage, because underneath that day bed you have a crap ton of storage for whatever you may need for your travels.
Yeah, the way it's designed, there's no supports at all. It's fully shored up by the walls.
And
So,
you can achieve that because of your efficiency in your power kit that you provide.
yeah, so the electrical system's very compact, and then, you know, all that's really in the back is your wheel well slightly on one side, and then the water tank on the other side.
Perfect.
And then the whole space is open, and yeah, we use L-track on the entire sides of the van, and that's how we're able to achieve that strength to not have any, you know, cross members or anything.
And we can actually overlay, I think you have a bed out here on display.
We do.
What the Scout bed, how it operates. When you showed me that layout, I was like, I fell in love. I was like, this is the coolest layout. And again, everybody's a little different. Everybody has their own ideas. You already talked about in your personal van, you've got the Sport, where you're doing the Sport.
Yeah, in the making.
Yeah.
Sport in the making.
Sport is what kind of layout?
So you've seen OVP do it. SoCal Customs has done it. It's very similar to those layouts where it's the Murphy bed that goes across the back that lands on the kitchen counter, and then, you know, the front area is going to be slightly different on mine, but it's when the bed's up, there'll be a shower underneath. Yep. It's more for those like me that, you know, ride BMX, ride mountain bikes, dirt bikes, like
sporty.
Need a good sport van to haul their gear. I'm the one that's going to be prototyping it, and we'll hopefully get some content out of me shredding the gnar.
Shredding the gnar.
Yeah.
Now, could you do lower cabinets in one color and uppers in a separate?
Sure can.
Ooh, now we're thinking.
And if we did that, I would recommend dark lowers and
Absolutely.
then the gray uppers.
I like that. Now, I actually don't remember, your uppers in the Scout, do they go all the way to the back?
No, so you're just going to have an upper on the passenger side going from the slider to the rear, and then you're going to have an upper on the driver's side starting from the back of the driver's seat to like halfway across the van.
Perfect. So when you're sleeping...
Actually, no, I'm wrong.
Okay.
It's going all the way across, both sides.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's a 10-foot cabinet.
Is it, Alan?
Yeah.
It's an option. So we've got some customers.
It's an option. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear them. We're mic'd up and you're not. Evan just yelled out it's an option. Alan said we have an option to cut the cabinet, I guess. Yeah. We're cutting cabinet. Yeah. We're cutting cabinet because I don't want to feel claustrophobic.
Well, you're also laying north-south.
Oh, you're laying north-south. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. That's also why I like the Scout, because there's no flares. So in the Sport, you add flares.
Yeah, you have to have, not flares. Van speed capsules.
Oh, I'm sorry. Van speed capsules. So you're putting capsules on the Sport.
Yeah.
No capsules on the Scout or the Social.
Correct.
And we can cut cabinets off, or we don't have to cut cabinets off. So you pretty much, your uppers are really up to the client.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with this, is when I build a van, I actually change 14 things throughout the build process. So
well, there's fees associated with that, and we have no problem charging you.
You did bring up a good point that you sleep north-south. What if you didn't want uppers over the bed at all?
Yeah, that's fine to do as well. I like it best with uppers running full driver's side and no uppers on the passenger side.
Weird.
Yeah.
Why? He just said, if you guys didn't hear him, he likes he likes cabinets, upper cabinets going all the way down the driver's side, nothing on the passenger side. What are you thinking?
Well, Evan is 10 feet tall.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about the upper cabinet situation.
Okay, so my recommendation is the 10-foot cabinet from driver
all the way
back
back.
seat all the way back, and then the 5-foot cabinet from the slider to the back.
What scares me about that is the bed is higher than it would be in a Social. Mm-hmm. So I hate to say this on camera right now, but I built vans 2 and 3 with sex in mind. Mm. Can I say that? I mean, that's legit. That's legit.
You know, this is a great point that you brought up, Jared.
I've had sexual relations in vans, and I had my first van had the bed in the back, kind of like a Scout, and I had uppers going all the way across. And it's a little troublesome. You know, I'm open. I can talk about sex. It's okay.
We're here to have these uncomfortable conversations.
It's great. Let's do this. Now, do your clients have these uncomfortable conversations with you guys?
A lot of it involves going to the bathroom that I've experienced.
So I don't think about bathroom. I think about sex. That's awesome. That's great. All right. So you had another good point. Or you did. So bathroom and, in my opinion, sex, and just overall comfort.
Handles on the bottom of the cabinets.
You want to do handles?
So we'll do handles underneath the cabinets.
I'm not trying to make it into like
an
OF, you know, van. I'm trying to make it more into like, you know, just a comfortable lovemaking machine.
So lighting is important.
Lighting is important. Mood lighting is important. All right, we're gonna shelf that for now, and then we're gonna think about that. We're gonna think about the upper cabinet situation.
But we got colors picked, right? So the lowers, we're doing techno steel.
I don't know what we're gonna Texas do. We're gonna go dark.
Okay, so pearlescent gray for uppers though?
Other than that, where do we go from there? Because the mind might change as we go on here.
Okay, well, don't change too much. That's all I say, you know?
Okay.
So I was thinking cushions. It's good to match the cushions to other things in the van. So our wall panels is something. So you only have 2 options for wall panels, so this shouldn't take long. And there's really only 1 option for a gray van.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
I have a funny feeling I know where this is going, but okay.
So normally on our like stone grays, like any like brown earth colored, we go with like the beige. This is the Wallaby white. And then usually on the darker vans that are more gray, we go with the linen oyster. Okay. And these all are very, you know, they're very washable. It looks kind of like denim, but it's not. It's got like kind of a waxy feel to it. I recommend the linen oyster with a gray van because we also use a fabric similar to this color to wrap all the archways, like in the doorways. Okay. With a gray to kind of go with the van, because with the Wallaby white, we do brown transition fabric, and brown transition fabric with beige on a gray van kind of clashes a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So with the Wallaby white, you have a 1 2-tone, and with this other one, you have another 2-tone.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with this one. That's fine.
Okay, linen oyster. Linen oyster it is. Boom. That was easy.
Do you have any burnt orange?
Burnt orange. So when we go like with the high colors, like the reds and the really rich colors, I recommend the piping. So just to explain, our cushions, our cushions are just, you know, like the seats we're in, you know, we pick a regular solid color, but then the edges have piping on them. And that's where I like to get a little ostentatious, if you will. You know, a regular like black cushion or something like that, and then you pick an accent color. Sure. And then that piping happens to be the exact same width as the diffused lighting that we use. So then I tend to match your accent color lighting to the cushion piping, and it really ties things together.
So if we went with like a ghost color, because it's black and orange, because ghost is very Halloween themed, right?
I have a sexy orange. I have a great orange.
So if you went with like a black cushion with a pipe orange?
Oh yeah. Let's find that.
This is why I wanted to do this one kind of first, because I don't know if I would do a black steel, techno steel as a cabinet. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Because there's a lot of black in that.
Here's our oranges of the orange. This is a marine wallaby sunset.
That is bright.
That is a bright orange, but remember, it's just the outline.
Yeah, it would look good with a black cushion.
It would look great with a black cushion.
Gray and orange actually work really well together.
They do. They do. We've actually done a cushion similar to this. Yeah.
And then you would do the accent lighting as an orange? That would be rad.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is kind of a cool gray right here. It's kind of almost a carbon fiber.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Looking. This is only for the dinette area. So the 2 seats.
The 2 seat covers, right.
So yeah, this isn't going to saturate the space. So you could get really colorful with this. Okay. And it won't overpower like everything else. Okay. I do like these 2 together.
Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting. Can I show the camera?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got a little gray and a little orange up in there. That's not bad, actually.
This would look super cool. Like, if we're kind of getting the cabinets close to the exterior of the van and getting the cushions kind of close to that.
Yeah, because if you did that, that's Halloween.
That's, yeah.
If you did, like, the black and orange, like I've got right there, that is very Halloweenish. But the gray and orange is not. What is the sandy van colors?
Sandy van colors?
Orange and blue?
Yeah, orange and like a kind of like an ocean blue, like almost like a more blue teal.
All right, you want to know something weird? So my high school that I went to, it's called Newton South, and our school colors were orange and blue.
Wow.
Yeah. Just, you know, fun little fact. That is a bold color, everybody. Yeah. You guys want some lime green in there?
No. No, you don't.
If I had to guess what Steven's going with on your van, I would say some sort of like a red tone.
You're close.
Am I?
You're very close. I haven't picked my actual cushion color. So my favorite color is purple. And I'm really into like plum.
I think we're gonna do the gray tone with the orange piping. If we're gonna actually match that gray, I think the uppers should match that kind of gray. So something close to that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, so the pearlescent gray, if we're sticking with that, typically I choose to match the uppers and lowers. I know what you're saying. Changing it does work.
We'd have to, if we did that, we'd have to go with a lighter countertop is all.
Thank you for bringing that point up. So I've had this in my back pocket the whole time. I think bamboo. Everybody loves bamboo.
Oh, as a countertop?
And with these grays and orange, bamboo has a very orange tone.
You know what's funny is because I've been trying to stick away from bamboo only because everybody uses it. But if we're using it in that way, then it could really pop. And I love a vertical grain exposure on the bamboo, so that actually might work. Really, it would be really pretty.
Yeah, so typically our countertops that we do here are either bamboo or Durapalm. And Durapalm is a very dark brown. That wouldn't really go with what we're doing here.
I mean, I've seen a couple like walnuts.
So that's a Sanam.
A Sanam. Okay.
Yeah, I call it acacia too because it looks exactly like.
It's like an acacia.
Yeah.
Now that really wouldn't work for this build, I wouldn't say.
I don't think so either. Butcher block is very like boho.
Yeah.
Stuff, and we're not really.
No, this is more.
That direction.
This is more of like a. I don't know. It's more modern than I would say boho.
Yeah, this is ghost.
This is ghost.
Ghost.
This is ghost, baby. I mean, if we go, what did you say with the cabinets? Is this pearlescent gray? That would match that gray. That would match the cushions actually really well.
Yeah. Show the camera right there. So it'd be this one with this one.
With an orange accent.
Orange accent lighting
and a bamboo counter.
And a bamboo
to have that warmth, the wood warmth in there.
We do like our light features are also made out of bamboo.
Okay.
So like all of our lighting designs, the way we manipulate light is we have routed out bamboo.
Because I want to go crazy with the lighting. I want to go freaking crazy with the ceiling.
I would like to also go crazy with the ceiling and also underneath the cabinets. We can do paneling spaced out underneath the cabinets. And this is why I want to kind of use bamboo for the counters, because then if you have bamboo fixed to your uppers for the light features, it all ties together.
Now my mind is going crazy now. How does the table work? Is it a slide out table or is it a lagoon already there?
It could be a lagoon or a slide out.
Okay.
I recommend the lagoon. I think the ultimate table option. And the way I do it is it works as a divider, and then it works as a table, and then it works as the drop down for the day bed. So that is a 3-in-1 piece.
Did you ever see my table that I made it with the lights in it?
The epoxy lights.
What if you did that as a separate battery? Like it was like, I can really
I've done something similar to that before I was in the van building.
What if you did that as like an accent?
Like for the table?
Just for the table, like a downlight almost.
I mean, I would love to actually do some epoxy counters and stuff. It's just however much time I could spend on this.
Geez, even ceiling lights. Do you want to go crazy with it?
Yeah, I mean, I actually just got a crazy idea.
Okay. I got you mic'd up, so I caught that, and I'm going to just bleep that out. We're actually going to end right now, I think.
Yeah, we should.
Right now, from what I've gathered, we're going with, what do you say, pearlescent?
Pearlescent gray.
Pearlescent gray for uppers and lowers.
It's shiny.
Lighter tone wall.
The linen oyster wall.
Linen oyster wall.
So there is some contrast there. You're going to have a much lighter wall than you do cabinets. It's a gray van. There's going to be a lot of grays in there, and then we're going to blast it with this orange to break it up. And then I don't need to show you guys bamboo. You know what that looks like. And then bamboo to kind of soften the orange up, so it'll kind of blend it all together.
Stay tuned, because that's where it's going to go crazy with our ideas for the ceiling, the lighting.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
The ceiling, the lighting, and that, in my opinion, that really ties a van together, because the mood lighting, the different types of lighting, and we're going to talk about the electrical and plumbing in a different video.
No, I'm super excited for this. I'm really honored that you want us to collab with you on a van build and all that.
This is my first collaboration van-wise with any company, and I'm really excited that it's going to be with Sandy Vans. I've been a huge fan of your work for a long time, and I'm really excited that you are now, an intricate piece of the Sandy Vans crew.
Yeah, thank you.
So guys, stay tuned for all this, and yeah, let's get this going. See you later.